reap what you sow. What you look for, you will find. Two sayings with one meaning. Don't be surprised by an outcome that you yourself created. The fiery protest that spans across 40-plus campuses shouldn't have come as a surprise to anyone. Privileged college kids spewing hatred, angry at the world. This younger generation, a clear byproduct of parents, that they did that so-called soft parenting, the coddling of kids. Parents telling their child they're brilliant when they're clearly not, giving them trophies for simply participating, allowing them to throw their tantrums, and that child facing absolutely no repercussions. And that's what we're witnessing on our college campuses now. Tantrums by wannabe adults who have never had to face any accountability for their actions, and they're still not facing any accountability. Why not have them in prison? Why not expel them, have a felony on their record? The NYPD finally cleared Columbia University's campus of all of its agitators, half of whom, according to police, were not even students. But many of them were, including this clueless woman. Take a listen to some of her demands.
Do you want students to die of dehydration and starvation or get severely ill, even if they disagree with you? If the answer is no, then you should allow basic, it's crazy to say because we're on an Ivy League campus, but this is like basic humanitarian aid we're asking for. Like, could people please have a glass of water?
But they did put themselves in that very deliberately, in that situation and in that position. So it seems like you're sort of saying, we want to be revolutionaries, we want to take over this building. Now would you please bring us food and water?
So she's demanding food and water because she says that the students have a meal plan. And that reporter, finally doing his job, rightfully putting her in her place by reminding her, you all put yourselves in this predicament. Some revolutionaries they are, right? Still living off of mommy and daddy and asking the government to pay off their loans. Where are their parents, by the way? If this were my daughter, ugh. When I think of a revolutionary woman, I think of Joan of Arc, right? She led the French army to a stunning victory, a martyr for her Catholic faith. But what do these kids believe in? Climate change, sex change. Their God is me, myself, and I. And anyone who doesn't feel and believe in exactly what they do is a sworn enemy. Why do all of these kids look so miserable and they're always so disheveled looking? And I know everyone says that these riots, these protests are anti-Semitic, but never forget, they're also anti-American. At George Washington University, agitators removed the American flag, you see, and dressed up its namesake as a Hamas terrorist. These Intifada cosplayers, they loathe the American dream. They hate normalcy. They hate families. They hate morals. They hate values. They hate God and anyone who believes in him. Think about it. If they truly cared about the innocent Muslim lives killed in Gaza, why not protest the Syrian war that's killed an estimated 500,000 people? Why? Because it doesn't fit their political agenda. And the agenda right now of the radical left is to divide and conquer so they can be in control. Remember, it always starts with the Jews, but it never ends with the Jews. Thankfully, there is hope. That was University of Mississippi students drowning out pro-Hamas protesters by singing the Star-Spangled Banner. There was also this video of a Jewish student at the University of Michigan standing up to an obnoxious white woman, I believe she was 60 years old, who attempted to shame him for tearing down pro-Hamas protesters. I want you to listen to this exchange as he puts the posters in the trash where they rightfully belong.
Why did you tear down that poster?
You're supporting terrorists. So I hope you tell all your people you're supporting a U.S. designated terrorist organization.
Are you threatening me right now?
I'm not threatening you. I'm simply saying the facts.
But you just tore down a poster.
Yeah, and I do them all again. You kill my people, you have no right to put this information on my school. Are you a student here?
Are you?
I am.
Great.
I hope all your people know you're supporting terrorists, you're supporting the genocide of Jews, you're supporting raping women, you're supporting killing babies and putting them in ovens, just like Hitler. I hope all of you know that. What you're doing is shameful.
Beautifully said there. In University of Michigan, this is the same school where flyers with the words "Freedom for Palestine" means death to America were also distributed. But clearly the most indelible display of patriotism we have been witnessing in a video now shared across the world. University of North Carolina students holding up the American flag, protecting it as agitators threw items at them during a protest on their school grounds. Who knew heroes wore chinos? Right now, the battle for the soul of this nation is being waged on college campuses. So many of these young minds infected by that now infamous woke virus. But I fear this summer, chaos will envelop this country once again, more so than what we witnessed during those riots after the death of George Floyd. I wonder who the radicals will use next as the justification for their anarchy. The future of this nation now lies in the hands of one of these two men you see right there. Despite being trapped in a New York City courtroom, Trump continues to meet with the people, promising mass deportations, national security, and a restoration of our economy. This Midtown Manhattan firehouse lost the record number of firefighters on 9/11. Trump visited on Thursday. Meantime, Biden, he goes on vacation once again, where he has spent now 460 days of his presidency, almost 40%. One president has clearly proven himself to be a strong leader, a peacemaker, and the other is Joe Biden.